Hey everybody, welcome to Luxinda's Paper and Other Obsessions. I am battling a breakthrough case of COVID this week. So in this video, I'm hoping to have a little bit of fun and to keep it short and sweet and then go back to bed. So that's my main motivator here. I'll be honest with you. Okay, so I have my gel plate. This is a Gel Press brand gel plate from Amazon. I will link to everything below. There are other brands. This is the one I happened to grab. It is an 8x10, and I'm going to start by taking some Ranger Distress Oxide ink pads and just getting some ink. On my gel plate. Let's see, that one I just put on was Salty Ocean. This is Spiced Marmalade. Brayer in hand. We'll just smooth things out a little bit in the middle. Blend everything together. And then roll off the excess. All I'm using here is plain old, everyday copy paper from Walmart. So this print is going to become a background. You could also use the brayer on the back if you wanted to do that. Either way works. And let's see what we have. Okay, that's not bad. I don't mind that at all. It will work great as a background. I'm going to put this aside and let it dry thoroughly before I go on to the next step. Just out of curiosity, let's see what happens if I press it again. It's an even prettier background. Much subtler, of course, but still pretty. And then when I'm not using it, I keep it covered with the original piece of acetate that came with. Make sure the whole thing's covered and then stick it back in the box. Just keeps it protected. I just wanted to show you, after I saw Anthony Cramen use his gel plate for the first time on his channel, I will link to that below if you haven't seen it. I asked him what he thought of the idea of using brushed crystals on a gel plate, and he thought that could yield some pretty amazing results. So I wanted to show you these are just preliminary, but I think he's right. I'm actually impressed by the variety of prints I got using the gel plate and brushed crystals. So this is something to look forward to because we are definitely playing with this stuff some more. Okay, so I ran the piece of paper we just put the backing on through my laser printer, and I printed a black and white graphic of my favorite boy band of all time. Some of you may have guessed this before I brought it into frame. There they are, the Beatles. Here's what's going to happen now. I'm going to take a long piece of parchment paper. I'm going to put the lads down here, like that. And then, just keep this out of the way for a minute. Onto that, I am going to put some of the transfer foil that I have been having so much trouble with on the other channel. If you want to find out what I'm talking about, I will put a link down in the description box so you can go see the latest transfer foil on a Tumblr video I did over there. This is a little different, but it's the same foil that I got from Artistic Painting Studios. So this is called their Groovy Kaleidoscope print, and I am going to place it over the graphic. I don't want it coming out the edge of the parchment paper. I want it just on the paper and over every bit that's been laser printed. So that looks good. Make sure it's covering everything over here. Yep. Now we're going to bring over the other end of the parchment paper so that we have the folded bit here, and that is going to go folded edge into a laminator. And here is my laminator. This is a Scotch brand, obviously, laminator. I bought it at Walmart. I will link to it below so you can see. I will link to an Amazon version below. It's pretty basic, but it does exactly what we need it to. And I'm going to plug it in, and we will come back when it's heated up and ready to go. All right, the blue ready light is on. I'm very carefully going to pick up our parchment paper packet and send it down the chute here. I could send it through again, but I think we're okay. So I'm going to turn this off And I'm going to move it aside very carefully so nobody here gets burned. And we'll open our pouch up. And let's see what we got. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That is beautiful. I am in love. Look at how pretty that is. So what's going to happen to this now? That'll be a different video. But I wanted you to see how this works because I love this technique. Very simple background with a gel plate. Laser printer, black graphic, black and white graphic. So you don't need a fancy color printer for this. The transfer foils, I could probably even cut the big blocks of this out and save it for another project. The two corners here. Put it between some parchment paper and send it through your basic $20 laminator from Walmart. And look at that. So beautiful. Oh, that makes me so happy. I actually feel a little better because of this. Okay, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please stay safe, and I will see you in the next video.